What's up, everybody? Got a great video for you guys today. I'm going to be breaking down the 2023 Chicago Bears schedule. I'm going to say if we're going to get the win or if we're going to get the loss. I'm just going to week by week give a little analysis as well too. Let's start off with week 1, Green Bay Packers. I like us to beat the Packers. Now, this is important. This is for the rivalry. Take that shit back. Green Bay Packers week 1 is going to be a huge matchup. The Bears can somehow, show us and the NFL that they're back to relevancy. We're back. We're not the team that was last year, 3 wins. This is a new team. DJ Moore, that connection gets going. Defensively, Yannick Ngakoue, the secondary is there. We just got to just show, this is have arrived kind of game. If the Bears can get it done, it would be impressive. And there's no better way to start the season than 1-0. So I think the Bears get this one. Jordan Love, I think he struggles. So I'm leaning more towards the Bears in this game. Week 2, Tampa Bay Bucks, another game you have to win. These are some of the games you got to win on the schedule. The Packers and the Bucks. Those 2 games, you start 2-0. Perfect confidence heading into the following week, which is the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes, Super Bowl champions, defending champions, coming off a great year. Patrick Mahomes, we know what he brings to the table defensively. Chiefs are, sneaky good. They're pretty decent. Andy Reid, one of the best coaches of all time. So, you know what he brings. So Matt Nagy's the offensive coordinator too. So, getting back at his ass. Justin Fields could have a big day that game too. So I would just be happy if the Bears just show they can be competitive against the Chiefs, Super Bowl champs, the favorite to win it all again. The Bears can be competitive against that, and Justin Fields could have a great game, show Matt Nagy up. I would be happy with that. That's perfectly fine. I don't care if we lose, but we can't get 40 piece, and Justin Fields can't play like shit. That's all I'm asking for. Competitive game, quarterback battle, defensively, we hold our own. But 2-1 now, heading into Denver. Sean Payton, Russell Wilson. I think this Broncos team will be decent this year. They'll be better, but I don't think they have a good start to start the season. First 4 games going to be tricky. I like the Bears to steal one from them. Bears go 3-1 now. Heading into Washington. This is a game you got to win. You got to win the Bucks. You got to win the Packers. Got to beat this game. You got to beat the Commanders. This is a team that's not going to be competitive this year. I don't think. They're not going to compete for a playoff spot. I don't think. Ron Rivera might be on his last year in the Commanders. Eric Bieniemy, hopefully he takes over that job. I like him to improve this offense, but Sam Howell, I don't think he's going to get the job done. I don't think he's going to be good enough this year. Jacoby Brissett hopefully takes his job at some point in the year. But I like the Bears to win this game, and it's going to come down to, a lot of the games that I like the Bears to win. Quarterback battle. Is Justin Fields better than the other quarterback? I like us. We should win that game. Now, a lot of the games last year, too, we were in it. Even with the toughest defenses, Justin Fields was playing ballistic. He was playing out of his mind. But it just came down to some, mistakes the receivers or some other players made on the team, or some games that changed the game by that much. You don't fumble the punt, or you don't, you run out of bounds instead of fumbling it and giving the Vikings the ball back. Just all that stuff. Knucklehead plays or drops or missed calls by the ref. That stuff doesn't happen. You have a better team, which I think we do have this year. We'll win more games. And that's the difference. Now, the Commanders, competitive team, but I think the Bears can get it done. Now, the following week, Minnesota, Detroit. I like us to win the games at home. Now, the games away, that's going to be tricky. I think we split both series between Detroit and Minnesota. And if we can do that, I'm happy. That's what I want to see. So Minnesota, coming to the Soldier Field, I like the Bears to win. Some of those games have been really close. Minnesota and Chicago, those have been battles. They haven't blown us out. So those games have been close, and there's been plays, where we're that close and we can win the game, like the last year game, when the receiver that we picked up off the practice squad, he fumbled the ball. It was just a whole thing. Bad football sometimes. But, Justin Fields, receivers, DJ Moore, those kind of stuff can help us win a game at Soldier Field against the Vikings in Detroit. The following week, Las Vegas. I like us to beat the Raiders too because, Jimmy G, This isn't a team that's going to make the playoffs. I don't think Josh McDaniels is on his last year as well as Ron Rivera. So I think, it's going to be on the hot seat. I like Jimmy G. I think he wins games, but Justin Fields is the better quarterback. We have the better roster in my mind. Defensively, the Raiders are suspect. So I expect us to have a good performance running the ball and DJ Moore to have a great game. And that's all that matters. If we get that going, Justin Fields is playing at a high level and the players around him are playing at a high level as well, it will all work out. And I like the Bears to win that game. Chargers, it's the same thing as the Chiefs. Now, if we can be competitive and just stay in this game, I will be happy. I don't expect us to beat the Chargers. These AFC teams are really fucking good. Chargers, the Chiefs, the Browns. We have some tough games on our schedule. But I like the Bears to win. No, I don't like the Bears to win this game. I like us to be competitive and keep it close. But unfortunately, the Chargers get the better out of us. Saints, 2-game losing streak. I think we lose to the Saints. Saints, they got, better things building. I think, defensively, they're one of the best defenses in the league. Derek Carr, one of the most underrated quarterbacks in the league. I think he has a good year with the Saints. That connection. Michael Thomas is there. Olave there. They build that, and they are a dangerous team in the NFC, I think. They're not one of the top echelon teams in the NFC, the Eagles, the 49ers, maybe the Cowboys too, but they're not there yet, but they are a playoff team, and I think they win that division. So I give them the nod to beat us. 2-game losing streak, heading into Carolina, must win. Carolina we have their first round pick next year, so we want to win this game. It's a really important game to win. Bryce Young and the Panthers, I think they'll be competitive, but this is a game we need to win. Justin Fields, I think he's better than Bryce Young, obviously. Some people, it was a question during the offseason, but no, I think, the Bears have enough to get this done. The Panthers are a young team. Frank Reich, I think they built something special this year, but it's a frisky team, not a team that can be a playoff team yet. So this is a game you got to win. Heading to the next week, Detroit. It's at Detroit. I don't like our chances there. Another 2-game losing streak before the bye. Detroit and Minnesota get the better of us, and it's at Minnesota as well. So those 2 games are going to be hard and scrappy dogfights, but the Bears have to win those Soldier Field matchups when they're at Soldier Field. Just saying. Vikings and Detroit, they can beat us at Detroit and Minnesota, but we have to win at Soldier Field, in my mind. If we can split those games, that will go a long way for us this year. Heading into the bye, heading into the bye week, voice crack. Heading into the bye week, you got to win the bye. You got to be healthy. Adjustments. Look at what's going on during the year, the first couple weeks. Hey, it's Javon Dexter balling out. Start him. See the matchups, see what we can exploit, see what we can get better. What we did last year when Justin Fields, went ballistic against the Patriots. We made those adjustments the week before, and we're like, all right, maybe we should run the ball more with Justin Fields. And then you saw his growth and him just be better, a lot better towards the end of the year. So that's kind of adjustments we need to make within the bye week to win the bye. Next week, it's Detroit. It's at Soldier Field. Like I mentioned, I can't harp on this enough. The Bears need to win the games at Soldier Field. These 2 matchups, Minnesota and Detroit, you win that, split the series, I'll be happy. Cleveland, the following week, this is going to be a dogfight. It's going to be tough. Deshaun Watson, this Browns team, they have a great roster. I think this is going to be a tough team to beat, and I like them to get the better out of us. Get the best out of us, whatever the saying is. But the following week, Arizona, this team is tanking, and they're garbage. You look at the training camp videos of this Cardinals team, it's just really, really egregious and piss poor. But Cardinals, Hollywood Brown, they have some bright spots on this team, but Kyler Murray, they should honestly sit him out and, get that first pick and have, the Texans pick. So they have a lot of capital. And either whether they want to, build around Kyler Murray or get Caleb Williams, it doesn't matter. But they have a lot of options, and I don't think they will be a good team next year. I'm not sold on the Jonathan Gannon hire either. So I'm not sold how well they will be next year. This is a game you have to win too if you have playoff aspirations. You have to win this game. Atlanta, another game you got to win. This is a frisky team. All these NFC South teams are frisky, but the Bucs will suck. The Falcons, they could either be good or they could either be a competitive team. I really don't know with them yet. They have a lot of young talent. Defensively, they improved, but their defense still has some holes that the Bears can exploit and, have some matchups that can go their way. I like the Bears to win this game. I trust in what we got more than the Falcons because Desmond Ridder, there's are a lot of question marks there. How will he look? I've seen the superstar potential with Justin Fields. I haven't seen it with Desmond Ridder yet. So that's why I'm going to take the Bears in that one. The Packers, week 18, I mean. They changed the games. They added another game. So, but I like the Bears to win this game, head into the playoffs with a great victory. And you steal that rivalry. Rodgers is gone. The Bears own the Packers now after this year. 2-0, sweep them. That's what we need. Packers miss out of the playoffs. The Bears head into the playoffs with great victories against the Packers and winning this division. We have the wild card game. We play Seattle or one of these teams. And, I think best case scenario for the Bears this year, second round exit. I'd be happy with that. Then, possibly get Devontae Adams. Who knows? Offseason get Chase Young. Who knows who we can get? We have the capital. We have the money too. It could be an exciting offseason once again. But getting into the playoffs, Justin Fields continuing to develop, continuing to grow as a passer, 4,000-yard passer this year. I just need to see that. And if we could see that, get into the playoffs, have something we could build off, I will be happy as a Bears fan. And I know Ryan Poles and the organization will be happy as where the direction is going. Ryan Poles had an amazing offseason as a GM. He did his fucking thing. And I can't wait to see it just, in action and see everything come together full circle. But I'm excited about this Bears team. I'm excited what they'll do. 11-6 is a prediction. Second round exit is what I'm thinking. But, stay up to date with the content. Keep following up with what we got. We're going to keep posting, videos about the Bears, videos, about NFL offseason, continuing training camp, all that Hard Knocks reaction. We're going to be posting a lot of content. So stay up to date with what we got going on. Hey, join the fantasy raffle too. Who doesn't want free money? Join that. Get in with a chance to be in a competitive fantasy league and a chance to win $900 and $10 every week if you are the highest score. So, check that out and check out what we got going on. Continuing within the couple weeks, got a great interview with Zach Pearson Thursday. It's going to be dropping Friday. So a lot of exciting things happening in Six Man Blitz, but stay up to date. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for listening. And as always, peace. Damn. Shannon Sharp. He's gone off of Fox Sports, whatever, FS1. And Shannon Sharp and Stephen A. Smith, they might be getting together for, First Take. That might be the new guest host for them. What do you think about that possible duo?